Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel Mechanical Design Adda. So in this video we will discuss the data sharing command in the Creo. Okay, so in Creo we have the different data sharing command we can use as per our requirement. Like here you can see the public geometry, copy geometry, merge inheritance, import, and the copy paste command also we can use to transfer the data. Data means data means you can see the geometry, you can see the line, plane, okay, geometry and overall complete part, okay, that we can take into the current part. So like here you can see the public geometry, okay, publish geometry. So here we are publishing the data in the same model and take the published data by using the copy geometry in the required model. Okay, so like this published geometry we will use for the cast core model. Okay, so and copy geometry, it is a exact means extract the data, it extract. Okay, so here the spelling mistake is there. So copy geometry we use the extract the data from the other model directly. Okay, so directly we can see copy geometry and extract the data from the other model. Okay, so this copy geometry we use for to in some mating part geometry preparation. So suppose the two parts are matings and I want the mating surface in the current part to model the mating part. Okay, so at that time we can copy that surface. Okay, so merge inheritance we can extract the complete model. Okay, like in the for the machine model we need the casting model, so complete casting model as it is we want. So for that purpose we use the merge inheritance model command. Okay, so import command, so we import command we use to get the data which is having the different extension, like step file we can extract, IGS file we can extract. Okay, like a complete, here also we are getting the complete model, but with the different formatting, like suppose someone is created in the UGNX, CATIA or in the SolidWorks, so those model also we can import with the help of import command. Okay, so and also the copy paste, so this is a simple and the most useful command, copy paste. So here we are directly we are copying from the assembly. Okay, so just for that we need to activate the model and we can copy the different surface or complete model in the form of surface. Okay, so here we can see this one is the model. Okay, so this one is a model having the phone top. Okay, so here I want to publish the data for the different model. Okay, so what I will do, I'll see here, go to tool. Okay, here you can see the publish geometry. So as I already explained, so here in the publish geometry in the same, so in the phone it is a part. Okay, so here in the same part we are publishing the data. Okay, you can publish the data for different model in the different format. Okay, so here I am publishing. So okay, here, so click on the publish geometry and here, so in the surface set you can select the surfaces only. Okay, surface only. In the chain you can select the core and the sketches, and in the reference you can select the annotations, annotations and the plane, like plane coordinate system points you can select here in the reference. Okay, so these are the three different selection criteria, like in the surface only you can select only the surface. Okay, so here I want the mating surface, this one. Okay, this surface I want, this surface I want, and this is the surface I want. Okay, yes, so I have selected the this surface, side surfaces, so I want here this surface. So if you want to select this middle portion or middle plane, so here in the surface set it is not allowing to select this surface. So for that you need to go to reference and select the plane. Okay, so here in the reference you can select only the plane coordinate system point, like that. The reference you can select here. Okay, and here in the chain you can select the curve. Okay, suppose I want the curve. Okay, or curve or the chain, you can see. So this is the curve. Okay, so you can say place the control button and select the all the curve. Okay, so I have selected all the curve. So if you don't want to select by control, so I am removing here. So just select first curve, go into detail, and here say rule base. So it will select the all the curve, because all the means these are the curve with the tangent. Okay, so tangent curve is applied here. So in this way we can select. Okay, so now here for this copy geometry we have selected this means particular surface and the particular sketch and the one plane. Okay, so you can add the means as per your requirement for this. You can add the surface, chain, and the reference also you can add. Okay, as of now I am selecting this one and say okay. So here you can see the first published geometry we have created. Okay, so I am creating new part here. Okay, new part having the different phone bottom, saying phone bottom. I am typing 01 here. Okay, so now I want that copy geometry. Okay, no, sorry, publish geometry. Okay, so here for that support I want that data here. Okay, that already published data. Okay, that data is already published data in the different model. So that data I want here. So here say copy geometry. So with the help of this copy geometry only we can extract the published geometry. Okay, so copy geometry. So here already here you can see. So with the help of this published geometry we can copy the data. Okay, so here already that published geometry is activated. Okay, if you don't okay, so here you can see. So if I uncheck this copy geometry, means published geometry, so you'll get this option. So you can directly extract whatever you want from the model. That is nothing but the copy geometry. But if you want the published geometry data, so you need to select here published geometry. Okay, so here the options are changed. Okay, only here you can select the model. So I want the model here, initiation, and I want the model phone top. Okay, in the phone top I have created the published geometry. So for that I am selecting. So here you have the two options. You can directly default you can placement, or you can placement with the coordinate system. Okay, so I am here placing the default. So okay, so you can place with the coordinate system also. You need to select both the coordinate system of this phone top model and phone bottom model. Okay, here now I want the data. Okay, published data. So here you need to click on the published data, and here you can see. So here you can select the published geometry. Okay, so here you need to select the published geometry. Okay, select the published geometry. So you need to select like this. So here the published geometry is selected and say okay. So here you can see we have published the surface, we have published the sketch. Okay, so here in the phone top I am adding one curve here. Okay, so on the top plane I am adding here one curve which shows the two circles, suppose. Okay, so this one is the example I am adding here so that we can clearly understood. Okay, so because here I need to go up. Okay, and I will edit the published geometry. Okay, so because that this curve, tangent curve, is overlapping with this edge, so and the same color it is reflecting. So here on the tangent curve I am deleting this one and selecting these are the two curves. So in the chain option. Okay, so here I'll update this one. and I'll come to the other models like on the top bottom, and here you need to regenerate to update this copy geometry. Okay, so here you can see, because we have updated the published geometry there. Okay, so this is the published geometry. So for published geometry we need to publish the data in the other model. Okay, so after publishing the data we can copy here. Okay, so here now I will show the copy geometry. Okay, so for copy geometry you need to uncheck this publish geometry. Okay, so I uncheck. So now you can directly select. Okay, so from the phone top, suppose I want from the phone top, so from the phone top direct, don't need to publish the data. Okay, so here you don't need to publish the publish geometry. So here you can directly copy. So in the surface you can copy the surface. Suppose this surface I want. In the chain, suppose I want these two curve. Okay, I want these two curve. And in the reference also, suppose you want this coordinate system. So like that you can copy. Okay, and after that you can model with the help of this one. Okay, so with the help of this extracted data you can model. Okay, so this is the copy geometry. Okay, so for copy geometry you don't need to publish the data in the another model. Okay, so from where you are extracting. Okay, so you don't need to publish the data. So here for that purpose you need to uncheck this one. If you want the publish geometry, you need to check this, and you can select the publish geometry. Okay, so let's take the different example where we can select. Okay, I am deleting this one. Okay, I'm deleting this, and again I am saying copy geometry. Okay, so copy geometry, here I don't want the publish geometry, so I'll uncheck this one. Okay, so here I need to select the reference part. Okay, so I am selecting the different part here now. Okay, suppose this one is the part. Okay, and here I want some surfaces for the model. Okay, for the meeting part. Okay, I will place here. So suppose I want the complete surface of this model. Okay, complete model I want here, or the for the complete surface you need to select the first surface, press the shift button and select again. Okay, so you can select all the surface here. Okay, so here you can see all the surface are selected. If you want any curve, so there is no curve here, so if you don't you can select here if you want the curve. And if you want any plane reference, so suppose I want this coordinate system, so you can select here, and like you can say okay. Okay, here you can see. Okay, so this we can directly we can extract the data from the different model. Okay, so this one is a dependent model. Okay, so I'll edit definition this one. So this one is the dependent. If any change in this model, so it will reflect here. Okay, so in the option you have the different option here. Okay, so it is a manually update, no dependency. If you say no dependency, means if there is a change in that model, so it will not reflect here. Okay, so it is no dependency. And manual update means if you regenerate, then and then only it will update, otherwise it will not update. Okay, so this is the copy geometry. Okay, so if I select here for this one, so I selected the copy geometry, but I want the publish geometry. Okay, so I'll uncheck this one. So I want here publish geometry, but here you can see for this model there is a no publish data. Okay, so you don't so for that purpose you need to publish here the data for this model, but we don't have. So at that time we don't have, means we can't do the publish geometry here, because we need the data here. We need to publish the data here. Okay, so at that time we can use the copy geometry. So both are the same command. We can get the data in the form of publish geometry also and the copy geometry also. Okay, but the difference is that in the publish geometry we need to publish the data in the particular model, and in the new model we can get that data by selecting the publish geometry. But in the copy geometry you can directly call the model and you can extract the surface chain and the reference from that model directly. Okay, so that is the difference between the publish geometry and the copy geometry. Okay, so here, so why we are using this copy geometry and the publish geometry? So sometimes for the mating part we require the exact surface for the mating part for the modeling purpose. Okay, so we can copy this model. Suppose I have copied this model and I want this further operations. Okay, so you can directly take that reference and model. Means like I want, suppose this the diameter. So just for practice purpose, for your reference purpose I am showing this one. So you can take the reference of this hole or a surface, like that you can take. Okay, so okay, suppose okay, so I have created this one extrude. Okay, so it is dependent on this diameter of the diameter of this one, because I have offsetted with 2 mm with the reference of this surface. Okay, so like that you can take the reference, of any, and after that you can model the model as per your requirement. Okay, so we can use this one for your daily practice. And after that, suppose another method of extracting the complete model is a merge inheritance. Okay, so here I will delete both this command. Okay, and suppose I need the complete model. So the merge inheritance model we can use for extracting the complete solid model. So I'll show here, I'll undo this one. Okay, so here this you can see here, so this is a complete quilt. Okay, so here we extracted the complete model, but this one is the complete quilt. Okay, this is not a solid model. Okay, so the complete quilt. So in the copy geometry we will get the surface model. Okay, not the solid model. But now I will delete this one. But in the merge inheritance, so in the merge inheritance we will get the model as it is. In the solid model, if it is in the solid model, then we will get the solid model. If it is a surface model, then we will get the surface model only. Okay, so as it is model we will get in the merge inheritance. Okay, so get the data, say the merge inheritance. So I want the complete model. Okay, so for that purpose you need to select the model. Okay, so I am selecting here, suppose I am selecting here cast house. Okay, so the complete casting. So for the, suppose you are working on the machine model. Okay, so for that purpose you need the complete casting model. Okay, so the complete casting model I want, so as it is. So here we can place with the help of giving the constraint, and here I am placing default. Okay, and say okay. So here you have the option, you can copy the surfaces. So here you can see the different planes are there. So I want to copy the plane. So here I am not checking. Okay, so here you have option, you can copy the datum plane, or you can also copy the quilt, means surface. So here you can copy this plane, or you can copy the quilt also. So here I have checked the quilt also, but here in the model there are no quilt, and there are planes are there, so you can copy the plane also. Okay, so I'll check both the, and I'll say okay. So here you can see the complete model is here. Okay, so you can say quilt, so there is a no quilt here. Okay, so complete solid model is there. Okay, so after that you can perform the machining operations, or any operations are there. Okay, so I'm selecting here. Okay, suppose you want yeah, so now this one is suppose it is a machine model, so then you can apply the color here, and after that you can machine. Okay, so here I am selecting this surface and say shift button and select. So complete model will select. After that you can apply the color. Okay, you can apply the color whichever you want. So I am applying this color, suppose. Okay, now I want to perform the machining operations. So for this model, so you need to select this one. So I want to cut here. Suppose I want, so this is one is for just for your understanding, and sorry, I need to cut out. I need to make a cutout. So here you can see this one is the machine surface. Okay, so after that you can means like that. Suppose I want to here, I want here so I want here the hole. Okay, so here like that. So so for that purpose we can use the merge inheritance command. So here we can use, so suppose we want the complete model. Okay, so for that purpose we can use the merge inheritance command. So complete model we need, so at that time we can use the merge inheritance command. Okay, so this one is very helpful command while working on the machine model. Okay, so we will see the next example. Okay, so for merge inheritance, so select the merge inheritance. Suppose I want the skeleton model. Okay, so here is the skeleton model. So the skeleton model is having the only surface, plane. Okay, only the geometry part, there is no solid part. Okay, sir, so here you can see the skeleton. You can copy the surface datums if you want. So the complete model is as it is here. So because in this model there is nothing, so as it is model it will come, means whether it is a surface, plane or anything or complete solid model, as it is model we can copy here. Okay, or we can extract here. Okay, so here you can see I will open this model with the open base model, right click. So here there is nothing, then here also there will be nothing. Okay, like that. If it is, so I'll take another model, merge inheritance, and I'll call here the different model. Like suppose I'm this cast bracket means cast shaft is there, casting shaft. Okay, so I'll place default and say okay. And here you can see we have machine cut plane we have created in this model. So suppose I have not checked this one and say directly okay. So here you can see that plane is not extracted here, but if I click on this copy plane, so it will plane also copied here. Okay, after that you can perform the machining operations. So select the surface, press the shift button and click. Okay, and apply the color whatever you want. Suppose this one is the color, and I want to apply the machining now. So perform the machining operation like that. Okay, so you can perform the machining operations. So we have discussed copy geometry, publish geometry, and the merge inheritance. Okay, so now let's discuss the import. So I'll delete here both the commands. So now, so the import. So import is when we use. So suppose when we want the part which is created in the different software like UGNX, CATIA, SolidWorks. So at that time, suppose you want to import that part. So at that time we can use the import command. So I want here. So in this part, I want here the different part which is created in the different software. Okay, at that time we can use the import command. So import and suppose this one is a step file 3D tone. Okay, so I want to import this one. So it is a step file, you can see here, this is not a .prt file, okay, not a Creo file. So you can import here. So here you have the option automatic and say directly okay. Here you can see. So this complete part we have imported in this part. Okay, like that you can we can use the import option. Okay, import command. Now we will discuss the copy paste command. Okay, so for that purpose here I am creating the new part. Okay, so I am placing default here. Okay, so this one is the new part I have created. So here to copy the surface or the model, so here I need to activate this part. So here I activated this part. Now you can copy the surface, any surface from the model. So okay, so I want this surface, so just select here and say Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Okay, so you can copy this surface. So like this. So for this one I want this, suppose 3 surface. Okay, so this one, so I want these are the surface, so you can say okay. Suppose you want for a different surface, so here you can say Ctrl C Ctrl V and these 2 surfaces are copied. Okay, likewise you can copy the plane also. Suppose I want this plane. Okay, so you can see Ctrl C. So this one is the from this surface only. Okay, suppose I want this, so this is also same surface. So you can copy the geometry from the assembly also. Okay, so likewise suppose I want the different suppose this one I want Ctrl C, or suppose I want this complete body. Okay, so Ctrl C and say shift button and press here. So complete part is copied in the form of surface. Okay, so you can open this part. So you can see here we have copied the different surface from the assembly. So after that you can use this surface for the modeling purpose. Okay, and after that you can remove the dependency. Okay, so so likewise suppose I want to so I want to say the independent. So you need to select all this geometry and from edit you can collapse. Okay, so that it will be the independent features. Okay, now you can see here independent geometry. So likewise you can say the independent geometry and you can extract the surfaces from the assembly. Okay, with the help of copy paste command. Okay, by using Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So friend, so I am giving you the one questions so that I can means understood that you have understood the concept really. Okay, so the question for you is, what is the difference between copy geometry, publish geometry and the merge inheritance command? Okay, so you can answer your the questions in the comment box, so that I can reply your comment with the thumbs up and the heart button. Okay, so friend, if you like this video, you can like, share and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.